Welcome to a unique edition of Sacramento's Most Wanted Fugitives. This week, we'll start with 2 homicide victims whose killers are wanted by Sacramento police. Here's our first victim, Roy Unis. Sacramento police are looking for the people responsible for his death. Police say that on May 5th, Roy Unis was taking out the trash in the Oak Park neighborhood. He was confronted by 2 people and then shot once in his upper torso. He stumbled back into his apartment where he asked his twin 10-year-old daughters for help. The girls called 911 and tried to save their father, but were unable to. Police suspect BOE gangsters are involved, and Crime Stoppers is willing to pay up to $1,000 for any information that leads to an arrest in this homicide. Next, we have our other victim, RC Carrier. Sacramento police are also asking for help in identifying the people responsible for his death. Police say that on the early morning of May 22nd, RC Carrier was sitting in his vehicle in the area of Grand Avenue and Dry Creek Road. He was shot multiple times and did not survive. Next, we have 4 unidentified suspects. They're all wanted by Sac PD for business burglary. Police say that on September 22nd at about 3:51 a.m., Suspect 1 was seen on camera breaking through the front door of Humble Root. All 4 of these suspects ransacked the business and took about $70,000 worth of merchandise. They also took a safe with about $20,000 cash in it. According to witness statements, the suspects entered the business at about 4:12 a.m. and left at about 5:20 a.m. A black BMW A7 and a white SUV are thought to be associated with the crime. Suspect 1 is described as a white or Hispanic man in his mid to late 20s with a thin build. Suspect 2 is described as a white or Hispanic man in his mid to late 20s. Suspect 3 is described as a black man in his mid to late 20s. And Suspect 4 is described as a black man in his early to mid 30s with a medium build. Next, we have Heather Carpenter. She's wanted by the Sacramento Sheriff's Department for endangering the life or health of a child, driving under the influence of alcohol, driving with a suspended license, evading a police officer, and reckless driving. Authorities say that officers tried to initiate a traffic stop on Carpenter while she was driving, but she failed to yield and ended up leading officers in a high-speed pursuit. Her last known residence was on the 1200 block of Bellagio Drive. And lastly, we have Raquel Harris. She's wanted by the Sacramento Sheriff's Department for robbery. Authorities say that Harris was involved in a theft from a business where she used a weapon to assault an employee. She has tattoos on her right arm and chest, and her last known residence was on the 2500 block of Rhine Way. If you have any information about any of these people, please call 800-222-7463 or report online at crimealert.org.